Hey there, I'm author Shannon Reber. This is Genres Bookshop Podcast, and today I am interviewing the fabulous narrator, Lauren Rodriguez. Lauren,
Hello.
there we go. Okay, Lauren has been narrating my Madison Meyer series for the last, what, year and a half?
I would I feel like I just got a notification for a year and a half sounds good.
Oh
Sounds
my
about right.
good, yeah.
Had to think back.
Yeah, really. Well, I was thinking it was like May of last year that we started. I
Hmm.
think. It might have been sooner than that. I don't know. But anyways, you're now narrating book six, right?
Yes, yes I
Okay.
am.
Okay. And the box set just went through on ACX, so yay.
Woohoo.
So it's books one through three and three short stories, and you rocked it. Seriously. Okay, I think it was last fall, we did an event at my library, and
Hmm.
everything got screwed up, and it ended up not even getting loaded to YouTube because the recording deleted itself. No idea how that happened.
No.
I wanted to ask you some of the questions that people asked you at that event, which
Perfect.
now now will actually go up. I swear, I swear. Okay, you said you went to college in what, Arkansas? Or was it?
Arkansas, yes.
Okay,
Southern
Arkansas.
Arkansas University.
Okay. And you went for drama? Was that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Theater. Hmm.
Okay, sweet. All right, what was your plan with a drama major?
Well, um, I didn't really have one. It kind of just unfolded for me. Um, I was actually hoping to get into a music school,
Oh,
because I did choir in high school, but choir led me to do musicals. So, I was touring my uncle's campus because he works there.
oh,
Um, and I went into the music hall. I'm like, oh, this is cool, but nobody was around. Um, but attached to the auditorium is the theater department. And so they were like, well, we're doing auditions next week. I'm like, cool. I won't be here next week. That's awesome.
wow.
And they kept talking to me and I'm like, listening. And they're like, well, actually, if you're ready to audition now, we can audition you now.
Hey,
I'm like, okay,
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
So
definitely don't say no to that.
yeah, that's how I got into theater.
Okay.
Mm.
This means that you were in lots of plays and things in college and all that jazz?
I was in a good handful, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Very cool. All right, so what was your favorite of the plays that you did?
Well, I would say the one I went out on was just perfect. It was the an adaptation of The Tempest, and I was
Oh.
the fairy Ariel.
Oh,
So that was fun. But of course, me being also a music person, The Fantastics was also a fun
okay.
one as a musical.
That's very cool. Yay for you. Okay, after you graduated, what did you do?
So after I graduated, I went straight to Los Angeles, just
Oh,
trying to lean into acting a little bit more,
okay.
but actually went into like reality TV, like going behind the scenes. I was an assistant editor
Really?
for random shows.
That's so cool. Okay.
So it's funny to look to see how those two melded because that got me into voice acting and narration because I know how to do the tech side, I
Right.
know how to do the acting side, and it was just a nice, good meld.
Yeah, really. That's awesome. Seriously cool. Okay, how many books do you have under your belt?
I believe there are 17 under Audible, but I also do some work with Learning Ally, so that's an additional 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Learning Allies is what?
Learning Ally is a nonprofit organization, and they lean towards like dyslexic students, but
Oh,
it's audiobook, so it's basically anybody who needs help, um,
okay.
who just can't read, basically.
Okay, I see, I see. So is it just textbooks or
They
uh
do textbooks and
okay,
they do regular books as well.
gotcha.
So the ones I've done two children's books and
Ah,
one middle grade, and I'm finishing up a young adult with one with them right now.
that's very cool. Well, I have experience with those because recorded books for the blind is where I got most of my audiobooks for a good 20 years, really. So that was you just went up in my estimation. Congratulations. I didn't think it was possible for you to get higher up there, but there you go. Okay, so you've been doing this for how long then?
So I got my first audiobook in 2018, and that was when I was working full time um, in reality TV. So
Okay.
I think I did two my first year, just trying to balance work and this,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
and slowly just um, did what I could to scale back and try to do more of the narration.
Okay. That's very cool. So are you full time then with
Um,
narration?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
I'm getting there. I
Okay.
am working part-time at a cafe now though. So
Ooh.
cafe narration.
Well, yeah, it all makes sense. That's what a lot of actors do anyways.
Mhm.
Okay, so with one of my other narrators, she's always talking about how she has problems with every time she starts to record her neighbors start mowing their lawns or a dog starts freaking out. So the what I see behind you, is that a whisper room or is that just a normal?
This is a Studio Bricks. So whisper rooms come in big like walls. This
Okay.
one will actually come apart somewhat like Legos.
Really?
And that was important to me because I rent, so I move around a lot, and I want to be
Oh,
able to at least do. I don't have to do all the work. I can't move some of these pieces by myself, but if I can move the majority of them by myself,
okay.
that's a big plus for me.
Okay, yeah. I can definitely see that. See, the beauty of being the author is that all I need is my laptop. So I'm a lot more portable than you are. But I can carry it all by myself. So
Mhm. Big plus, big plus.
it really is, yeah. Okay, so let's see. With this series, let's see. We've had 6 books. You've done what, the 5 short stories, which will get out there. The other two, I promise, will get out there. Um, but I mean, it's the thing that I was going to tell you is I know I'm wheedling my words. I'm sorry, forgive me. But I should probably drink either less or more coffee. I can't decide which it is.
Mm. I
But
usually lean into more.
yeah, that's always a good idea. But the theater thing, I was going to tell you that one of the stories that I'm planning for probably before book 10 comes out is Serena's Tale, which will be at a haunted theater in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that sounds so fun. I love
Uh-huh.
haunted theaters.
I can't remember. I think it's called like the Pittsburgh Playhouse or something like that.
Mm.
But yeah, it's I was looking forward to that. And as soon as he said theater, I went, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool." uh but so you have that to look forward to, And the last time we did our interview, we talked about your favorite character and all that jazz. Which you
Yes.
said Imogen at that point. Are you
Imogen,
still are
yes.
you still the Imogen person?
I I do like her. I think I just love her little evolution of just being this weird little side character to just being this Am I allowed to say fairy yet?
Too late, already did. So go for it.
So, yeah.
I love that too. But with I the way this started out, I wanted to make sure that I had human characters. And I
Mhm.
really liked the idea of it being a human, investigating the paranormal. And then I was like, but, but, uh, but it can't be all humans. This will be a boring story if it was all humans. So yeah, I've got what? We've got demigod, fairies. Who else do we have? Oh, shapeshifter, who's fairy and I don't remember.
Shapeshifter, a
Shapeshifter and
medium.
fairy. Yeah. Oh, yes, medium. And one little question. A while ago, when I first started writing this series, I had the idea that at the end of book one I would kill Ian. And my friend was like, "If you do that, I will stop reading this book instantly." Oh, okay. All right, fine. He can live. Whatever. But I'm curious what you think of the idea of that having happened in book one instead of, their little evolution going on. If I had killed him off and what would you think?
I think it would have gotten darker a lot faster.
Very true. Yes.
Because at least with book one, we find out that her best friend died.
Yep.
Um, so she had that dark in juxtaposition to the light of her finding a relationship with her best friend's brother. So and I'm sure it would have been another person if not
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
but him being the one that's constantly being like, "Hey, you had a crazy life, but you have this team behind you now who is wanting you to succeed and who believe in you."
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, again, that could have been somebody else, but I like it being him, being associated with like a very bad point of her life
Right.
to being the best point of her life.
Exactly. Oh, I'm so glad you approve. You and my friend both agree. And I have a very bad habit of killing off characters that people
But
love.
I also love dark stories too, so I'm sure it would have been fine.
She
I
says
would
while
have leaned
crying
into
on
the
the
dark side a
inside.
little bit. It's fine.
Well, All right. Well, I promise I'm not killing him off yet. Yet. But let's see. I with you have read all of book 6, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the ending in book 6, I'm wondering your thoughts on that without giving spoilers. Are you freaking out a little bit or
I'm not freaking out, but I want to know how fast that resolves.
Yes, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, considering the fact that there's 10 books in the series, you know that it's going to resolve at some point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. So don't worry. I promise. It's okay. It does resolve. Okay, so um let's see. We've talked about Madison Meyer, we've talked about your history, but my next question that I always ask to every person that I interview for my podcast is what are you reading?
Okay, so right now I am going through the book I'm going to record after this one, which is Gates of Chaos,
Ooh,
which
that
is
sounds
book
cool.
2 of Gates of Demons is the first one.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
it's pretty fun so far.
Oh, I like it. Okay, I'm definitely gonna check that out because that sounds like it's right up my alley. Uh, well, okay, so are you reading much outside of work?
I I'm kind of speed reading through a couple of um books, but because it's a little bit of a speed read, I can't ever remember the titles. Um
I know that feeling.
because like I do want to I do try to make time to read outside of work,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it does have to be at a it doesn't have to be at a faster pace, but it's like to get through what I wanna get through, it does need to be a little bit faster pace.
I understand. Okay, so when you're reading a normal book, you know, not one that you're narrating, do you do the narrations in your head?
Ye Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but I feel like I've always done that
Oh, okay.
even before, like, I realized this was a thing and, or a thing that I could do. Um, so it's not, you know, not much different. I
Okay.
still like to play everything out like it's a movie, is how I would say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah. My friend, the other narrator that I was telling you about, she and I both do the same thing. So it's not just you. And I actually have a document full of pictures that I use as models for each character. So I have a cast list basically.
Nice.
So yeah, every book, that's my first thing that I do. Names and a picture of the person, which change usually like 12 times.
I think it's so funny, again, we talk about the evolution of Imogen, but, reading book 1 versus book 2, sometimes there's a little bit more clarity of like, "Oh, man, now I wish his voice could have been, like, a little bit more," So it
I
changes for us too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I kept thinking, like, every time I, start this, I'm like, "Should I tell them the ending so that they know, exactly what's going on?" So, you know, if that might change the voice in their head, what should I do with this? And I've never quite figured that out, but nobody ever wants to know the ending. Everybody always wants to read it for themselves. I find
Mm.
that strange. Like, really? You don't wanna know secrets? I always wanna know secrets.
I definitely like knowing secrets,
Ah, darn it. Now I wish I would have told you all the secrets.
but I realize I'm the oddball with that, like, I don't know, the secret can help when you're in on a secret, it makes it a little bit more interesting.
I agree. Yes.
So,
I'm totally
mm.
with you on that. Well, okay, so, if we ever get around to, me asking you to do other books for me, I promise to tell you all the secrets. That way, that way you know what's going on and you know to make, the fairies sound fairy-like.
Well, I felt like I did a good job with her in the beginning, like,
I
just
do think so too.
I wasn't necessarily struggling with her, that's not what I'm trying to say, but it's just, like, figuring how to do a rocker chick that was a little bit peppy, and then finding out that, and then it was just like, "Oh, I actually did a good job."
Yeah. See, I thought so too. I liked the voice that you gave her just because it felt like part of her disguise.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, you did capture her and you made her sound just like I wanted her to sound. So, nice job.
Thank you.
uh okay, so let's see. I have this other series that I'm pseudo working on, which is Spencer and another person from the Axis Mundi. And so I'm twiddling with that one, but I have books. Let's see, like the prequel short story, and then another short story, which I plan to make the short story into a series. And I am definitely going to be asking you to keep doing that because you know Spencer. You are
Spencer's
Spencer's
so
voice.
fun.
I love Spencer. Yeah, so, I will probably be, sending you an offer for that at some point. Once I get around to, like, writing another short story in that series. But yeah, so, uh, I was gonna say something else, which has completely slipped my mind, but yeah, so this is fun. Oh, I was going to ask you about the new cover that my friend designed for the book.
I just saw that today.
Is
It
that not
looks so
amazing?
good.
I'm so excited. Here, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can. It'll be reversed, which is unfortunate, but still, I think it will at least kind of show up. So, uh, with that, his thought on that was that it was showing the supernatural aspect, which the cover before lacked, and I never really thought about that. I thought, just all right. I don't know. Can that be seen?
Yeah,
The writing is reversed for me, but I don't know.
it looks good for me. I
Okay.
can see it, like, I can read it properly.
Okay. All right, good, good. Well, when I first started designing the cover, I decided to keep it more normal looking because every time I tried to put the ghost in the background, it looked really strange, and you
Mm.
could see the line where one photo ended and the more transparent photo began, and it was driving me crazy. So I just decided to leave it more normal looking, and I liked it for a while, and now I wish I would have known him before so that it would have been the cover all along. Ah, but yeah, um, I might start changing the covers again, so so they also reflect more of the story. So be prepared to go back through all the audiobooks and have me because it turns out that when you change a cover, the narrator has to approve it as well. Did you know
Mm.
this? Hmm. So yeah, I have to have your permission.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'll I'll work on something. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but at some point I'll get it done. Maybe. Okay, so, the, let's see, book 7, let's see, you're working on book 6,
Mhm.
we'll probably have that out by what, October? Or was that November? I don't remember our
Um,
due date.
November is the safe date.
Okay,
It
okay.
could potentially be October if I hustle, but November is the safe date.
November's fine with me. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. But my plan for this is to have book 10 out by the time well, by the end of the year at least.
Mm, mhm.
So I'm kind of excited that we'll be up to book 6, and I'm thinking maybe we can do a second box set if this one does well. The
Yeah.
the goal is to make sure that everything does well before I actually publish another one.
Mhm.
Because you never know.
Yeah.
Just depends on the people. Come on, people. All right. Well, let's see. Do you have any exciting news that you would like to share with the readers in the world?
Um, the box set is now out. Um, any other exciting news?
That is exciting. I agree.
Mhm. Um, working on book 6.
Also
Um,
exciting.
and then like I said, uh the one I'm working after this one is Gates of Chaos, which is a sequel to Gates of Demons, which is also already out. So
Ah. All right,
there
I'm
you
putting that on my list.
go.
All right, so um all right. I think that was all I could think of. I think that was wow. Don't mind me. I really think I probably do need more coffee.
It feels like a Monday.
It
It is a
does.
Monday.
It is a Monday. Oh my gosh.
It's a
Crap.
Monday.
That's why. Well, there's a guy working on my building and he's right outside my window and he's scraping paint and thudding around. So yeah, that makes it feel more Monday like. I had to close the blinds because he was like directly in my line of sight. He was creeping me out. So I read too many horror stories.
Oh, me too.
Oh, I just finished uh Halloween. Michael Myers Halloween. So
Oh,
it was
nice.
a movie reenactment, or no, I'm sorry. Official movie. I know what I mean. Whatever. It was creepy, and the ending just kept drawing out and drawing out and drawing out. Like, who else is gonna die? Oh my gosh. I think it might be time to stop this. But yeah, it was actually surprisingly good for being a Michael Myers book.
Nice.
So yes, if you ever feel like listening to a lot of people die in really creepy ways, the Halloween is a good one for you.
I wonder when was my last okay, w one of my favorite, I think, murder mystery books is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and that's a good one.
Oh, I haven't read that.
It's a trilogy,
Okay.
and I think back to it a lot. It is so good.
Yeah? Oh, okay, so it's like a slasher type book, or
No, it's not a slasher. It's I think I was um it's about a girl investigating a murder that
okay,
happened,
okay.
and she does it as her senior project through a podcast.
Oh,
So it's not a slasher, but it
okay.
just kind of reminded me of, like, I don't know, the crazy murder things.
I feel ya. Okay, that's really interesting. I think I do remember hearing about it, but I never read it. But yeah,
Mhm.
okay. I usually go with the fantasy, so
Mm.
yeah, the Michael Myers definitely does seem fantasy because the
It
dude
is,
doesn't die.
yeah, that is true. I think my reality TV, because I did a couple cult shows, and I
Oh.
like listening to, oh, what's that one podcast? My Favorite Murder, hence Good Girls Guide to
Oh,
Murder.
okay,
So,
okay.
there's a theme in my life that I
Yeah, yeah.
like, but
So if there's dead bodies around you, no, you didn't do it. You have
mm-mm,
you have an alibi. Yeah, you can tell them
yeah.
you were with me.
Sounds good.
All right. On that cheery note. All right. So Madison Meyer box set is out. Lauren narrated spectacularly. And we've got more to come. So please listen to the audiobooks, and yeah, see you hopefully for the next box set.
Of course.
All right. Well, it was great interviewing with you.
Good talking to you.
See you later.